So we're going to give you a full vlog tour of Aliso Viejo,
All
California.
of it. The whole city.
And we like to refer to Aliso Viejo as a unicorn city because you get a lot of value for, a lot of the reasons why people like Orange County is really exemplified in Aliso Viejo, but you get it for a cheaper price than maybe you would in other parts of Orange County.
Yeah, they're directly surrounded.
Yeah, so get ready for the full vlog tour.
So stay tuned.
So here we are. This is actually kind of a little secret spot because technically...
I didn't even know about this spot. This is pretty cool.
The land that we're standing on technically is Laguna Niguel, but behind us is Aliso Viejo.
That's Aliso.
Yeah, so if you come to this spot, you get these beautiful views of all of Aliso Viejo and Laguna Niguel. So,
and if you want to do a running workout, go up this hill a few times. You will get destroyed.
What's the name of the hill? I don't even know the name. I just...
Alma. Yeah, regardless, it is a really steep hill, but it's really, really cool. Again, just to get a really nice panoramic shot of the area.
Yeah, and so Aliso Woods is just right there, and then over on that side...
And we would actually pan it, but the problem is that the sun is just shining right there, so you wouldn't even see it either anyway.
And then directly in front of us is Laguna Niguel Lake, so...
Yeah, and so reservoir, people go fishing there, really cool. But what we love about Aliso Viejo, we talk about it all the time, it's this unicorn city. It's, people go, oh, I want to be, by the beach, I want the sea breeze, I want to be kind of close to the center of Orange County so it's easy to get to and from things. And you're like, and I have a budget of, a certain amount of money. And the thing is that Aliso Viejo has, for the price, you get so much here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So before we continue, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Sean Azad.
And I'm Courtney Azad, and we are licensed real estate agents here in the state of California.
And if you're watching this channel, you might be thinking, wow, Sean, I love Orange County. I love the glitz. I love the glamour. I love the incredible weather. I can't wait to move out here now. The problem is I'm not local. I may be out of state and maybe even out of the country. So I don't know what to do. And I totally get that. That's why you're going to reach out to us so we can have that conversation, find out specifically what you're looking for, or we can be your boots on the ground. We work with a team of people where we can actually make sure that someone's able to always be at your disposal to find that perfect home. We can actually even do virtual tours of not just the properties, but of the neighborhoods as well, to really give you a good sense of the area. So when you do come out, your time is spent super efficiently. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country. So let's give them a little tour. So talk about some of the homes that you can get here. One thing that's cool about Aliso Viejo is
do you want to tell them like where we're going and like kind of the place that we're going to hit up?
Sure.
Just before we get into jump ahead right there.
So where are we gonna go?
So we're gonna check out Town Square. So this is like a shopping center because obviously, hey, you're coming to Aliso Viejo. If you're gonna live here, you gotta know where you're gonna buy your stuff, right? So that's kind of one thing about it. So Town Square is kind of like one of the major shopping hubs where it's kind of like your everyday things, right? Yeah. So you have your Ralph's Fresh Fair here. You have your CVS Pharmacy. Pro tip: it's 24-hour, which is one of the few in the area. I've had to go here many a time because, of course, my kids decide that they are feeling ill when everything is closed. It's a Sunday night. Nothing.
Or it's always Friday night at 10:30.
The weekend, they just love getting sick on the weekends.
Yeah. Although they don't do it anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
When they're really little, they always,
Yeah, so CVS 24-hour pharmacy right here. Actually, what's also really cool about Town Square is that you've got, basically, you actually have a Hoag urgent care here, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. So Hoag is consistently ranked the #1 hospital in Orange County, and it's in Newport Beach, the main. But then you have, so if you're
part of satellite campuses too. Yeah, so they have one in Irvine, which is actually a full-blown hospital too.
Yes, but if you're part of the Hoag network on your health insurance, then you go to like these urgent cares that are just all around the area.
Like Hoag, and they're Hoag owned, and so one of them is right here at Town Square as well. And then on top of that, you have like Barnes & Noble, you have TJ Maxx, so you have and actually technically. There is a Trader Joe's, but it's not technically on Town Square. It's literally like right across the street. It almost looks like the same shopping center, but that's right there too. You just got you have banks, you have pharmacies, you have vitamin shops here. I mean, you have so many things here. Yeah. The restaurants, of course, are here too. So it's just it's just a nice central. Oh, and also the Edward Cinema too, the Stadium Cinema. So I think so it's got multi-screen cinema there. So it's a really cool spot because obviously if you want more shopping. The Spectrum is really close by, but within...
The Spectrum is in Irvine.
Yeah, and it's just this huge shopping compound. Mm-hmm. It's just this massive complex where you just have everything there. But, the Town Square is actually a nice alternative and it's just right next to like where all the housing is.
Yeah, and speaking of housing, so one cool thing about Aliso Viejo is So I do feel like it has a lot of value. You can get, a lot of the reasons why people like Orange County is because, if you check, niche.com consistently, it's ranked very high for safety. It has very good schools consistently.
Yeah, isn't it ranked like actually technically higher than Irvine?
I'm just talking about what people like about Orange County.
Yeah, okay.
And then so Aliso Viejo has all these things. I mean, consistently very highly ranked schools. Actually, so Irvine is, ranked
well known.
is the FBI ranks it the safest city in America, 250,000 or greater.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was another study by Safewise.com that actually found that Aliso Viejo was even better for safety because they put in property crime as well.
And Aliso Viejo is obviously a smaller population than Irvine. But yeah, it's actually technically, at least according to Safewise, safer than Irvine, which is like the gold standard in everyone's mind.
Yeah, and so what you do, so you get a lot of the things that people really like about Orange County, but I feel like the price is, a lot more affordable.
Yeah.
Like, explain a little bit about the prices in Aliso Viejo.
Yeah, it's almost like this peninsula of really good value. There's like, in Orange County, you kind of see a few different places where you have this peninsula of really good value that's surrounded by much more expensive areas. Mm-hmm. Like, South Coast Metro is kind of one of those, and that's kind of more in central Orange County. But in South Orange County, Aliso Viejo is kind of amazing because you're kind of surrounded by Laguna Niguel, Laguna Beach, and you're just kind of surrounded by these much more expensive cities in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And Aliso Viejo offers you the sea breeze. It's west of the 5 freeway, and so you kind of get that sea breeze where the temperature. We're very particular about our temperature here. We are wimps in Southern California,
yes.
And so you want to be by the coast, and Aliso Viejo offers you that amazing weather.
Yeah, and there is, if you're looking for gated communities, so you have, some of the communities that aren't gated that maybe are a little bit less expensive.
Sure.
But then there also are gated communities here as well.
Yeah, so if you're really wanting that whole gated vibe, I mean, if you want it to be even extra safe, like, sure, you can go for a gated community as well. Just throw another one on top of it. Mm-hmm. So you have gated communities that are here. Obviously, if you're not really so much into that, you can certainly go for the houses that aren't, in gated communities, of course.
Yeah, and then one thing, though, about the homes in Aliso Viejo you can see is that they are pretty small lots.
More or less, yes.
So you don't really get much of a backyard. You are kind of, because these are all, fairly new for Orange County, right? I mean, built in, the 90s and the 2000s. So whenever you see that in Orange County, definitely the homes are more packed together.
Yeah, and I would say that it's not every home, and that's why you got to reach out to us. Because if that's, for a lot of people, the value's there. They want, they don't mind the smaller lots. But some people, they want to spread their wings. They want a little bit more space. And again, there are properties that afford you that as well. But that's why you got to reach out to us so we can find that right property for you.
Yeah, and then speaking of space, let's move on to Aliso Woods, which is a huge swath of wilderness. It's really popular for mountain bikers, hikers, for runners,
walkers.
Yeah, you can actually walk all the way from Aliso Viejo to Laguna Beach, which I've never done. But
seems like that'll be very hard to do.
No, it wouldn't. I go running in there all the time.
But it's pretty hilly.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't think it would be hard to walk to Laguna Beach.
I don't know. I actually did the run from the Laguna side to Aliso Woods. Mm-hmm. That was brutal.
Oh, it was?
That was very steep.
Maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know.
No. I was in really good shape at the time.
Oh.
Not now, but like back when I was actually in really good running shape, it was actually a bit of a challenge.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't know. I usually just run from the beginning of the park all the way to another side of Aliso Viejo and get out on, there's a bunch of homes out there, so.
Yeah, Aliso Woods is so nice. I mean, people really love it. It's just got this wildlife going. I mean, it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And then another sort of interesting feature about Aliso Viejo is you have this big office park sort of centered by Pacific Life, which is a big company in Orange County.
Like anchored by it, yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like so you do have these office campuses, like these mega, pretty huge office campuses here. So what's nice is that you don't have to necessarily go all the way to the Irvine Spectrum, which is another 5-minute drive. But if you want to stay within the borders of Aliso Viejo, you do have actually a good amount of like commercial space to possibly work at. So there are good job opportunities here. So that's a really good option. And it's just again, it just offers a lot of variety.
Yeah, and there actually is a lot of medical here as well because Aliso Viejo is close to Laguna Woods, which is an age-restricted community. So obviously a lot of, doctors sort of pop up around it. So
Yeah, that's what happens. And another nice thing about Aliso Viejo is that as far as its proximity, is that this is both good and bad, right? Because it's kind of tempting. You have the 73 freeway, which runs through it.
So it's a toll road. The 73 is a toll road.
Yeah, and like basically we're, as Southern Californians, we're kind of like vampires. We're like not toll road, like the pain of like having to pay a couple dollars. Or more, depending on the time of day.
Yeah.
But it's very seductive because it runs right like through the center. I mean, it's like you basically divide Aliso Viejo in half with the 73 freeway.
Yeah.
And so it's just so easy and tempting to just take the 73 freeway, like to go like a couple exits. However, it's going to cost you, right? But if you wanted to go a little bit farther, east/north, you hit the 5 freeway, and that'll take you anywhere you need to go to. Basically, I mean, it intersects with everything.
Although sometimes, for example, because of how Aliso Viejo is situated, let's say you have to go to Newport Center, which is another big employment center in Orange County, you pretty much have to use the 73 because if you don't, you're pretty much just going really far east, then you're going north, and then you're coming west again. So
yeah, it is kind of a roundabout way.
Yeah,
so sometimes
it might take 45 minutes as opposed to 20. So
yeah, so sometimes you're going to bite the bullet and take the toll.
Yeah.
I mean, especially on those high traffic days. It's very tempting to take the 73 freeway, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Or, if you're in an emergency, like if your daughter broke her arm and you have to go somewhere. Not that I have experience.
No, never happened twice.
So, yeah. But yeah. And then another really cool feature about Aliso Viejo is that it has Soka University.
So Soka University is this really cool. It's a Japanese, I think, based school. It's like more like international studies.
Yeah, it's known for its international studies.
And it's kind of, I guess, in an energy vortex, I guess.
It is in an energy vortex.
Yes, and Courtney loves her energy vortexes. And so it's a beautiful campus. It's really cool.
Yes.
We've actually been there for some of the events they put on.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
They'll have like a little festival they put on. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And now, while Aliso Viejo does offer, a ton of options within its borders, just outside of it, like, we're talking about a few minutes outside of it, you're actually offered so many more things too. So that's what really people love about Aliso Viejo. It's that it's close to a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's close to the beach. It's close to Dana Point. It's close to Laguna Beach. Very easy to get to Laguna Beach and Dana Point.
Yes,
both of them.
super easy.
Yeah, so.
And then obviously you have the Spectrum, the Irvine Spectrum's there, which is great shopping. And like the hub of so many headquarters is actually at the Irvine Spectrum.
Of company headquarters.
Yes. And remember, we are licensed realtors here in the state of California. So as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a house, what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.